Skinny headed up to Maroochydore on the weekend. Very wet conditions. What were your thoughts on the match?
Yeah, we all drove up there in our submarines, and it was raining pretty much from start to finish, and the oval was underwater. So it was a great effort really to get the game completed. To be fair, I don't think I've ever seen water like that in a game of footy. So it was a good experience for our team, and the girls got the result, but they had a good time as well. They embraced the conditions. They were, diving in puddles and all that sort of stuff just to acclimatise. And at half time, everyone was cold and shivering, so they had a dance off. We got the music pumping and had a dance off. So the girls really embraced the atmosphere of the day, and for a lot of them, it was a bit of a weekend away as well. So we got the job done when we had to, but we had a good time also, which was important.
Yeah, talking specifically about the game, obviously keeping them to 12 points is pretty pleasing as well.
Yeah, again, denying the opposition score is important for what we want to do. They got a goal early in the game, so they got one early, and then we sort of kept them, to one goal for the rest of the game. So it was tough conditions to score. It wasn't until probably the second half that our offence sort of started to kick in, particularly in the last quarter. I felt like the longer the game went, the more our girls got used to those conditions. I think our surface here dries so well now that our girls aren't really used to playing in puddles or training in puddles. So there was a lot of learnings to come out of a game like that. So it was a good experience.
Yeah, probably not the game where you get to show off your skills or your game plan, but is there any players that impress you?
Oh, look, we want to play a fast, exciting brand of footy, but it also relies on, start winning it at the source, your contested stuff and your pressure stuff. So that was on show for everyone to see who tuned in and watched it or travelled up to watch it. Our contested players were really strong again. Our midfielders gave us first use. It was great to have our captain back, Rihanna Ship. She had kicked a couple of goals and was really strong for us on the wing. She's just an elite runner, so wet or dry, she just keeps running all day long. So she played really well. I was really pleased with Megan Fogus, who played a bit of a different role for us this week. We've got a lot of midfielders in our team, so she was a midfielder who we asked to play a bit more forward. So she was really strong again. And obviously in those conditions, our contested players like Watt, O'Brien and Zarafa were really strong in the contest and gave us first use. There was a lot of really good players on the day.
Yeah, you're talking about contested ball there. Obviously, you've been wanting to bring in an outside game this year, but are you really happy with how your contested game is going at the moment?
Yeah, it's still really strong. It's still the best in the comp. We're trying to get less contested ball in our game and more uncontested ball, but in those sort of conditions, it's almost impossible. It feels like 4 of the last 5 games have been slippery and wet, so it hasn't really lent itself to fast, aggressive footy. So, like everyone up here in the Gold Coast, we're waiting for the sun to come out so we can, we can start to play footy on top of the ground, which is what we're really excited about.
Hopefully you get it this weekend. We're hosting Moreton Bay at home. What are you looking forward to that clash?
Yeah, just injecting a few more players. Some of our girls who've been off playing academy will come into our squad this week, and then just continuing to work on improving the way we want to play. So by no means are we a finished product. This is our first look at Moreton Bay, so see what they bring to the table, and then just make sure that our game is in good shape.
Great, thanks so much for your time.
Thanks, Cam. Thank you.